Right, here I am again, and now for something completely different. A violin, fiddle, cigar box, swamp junk, whatever you want to call it. The more observant of you will already have spotted that the neck and head is an axe handle. You get the, if I hold it that way up, you get the idea. I did, in fact, many years ago, fell a small holly tree with this axe, or rather the axe that this was once part of. The tin I bought from a local store, particularly for the size, which is 8 inches by 6 inches by 1 3/4, but the thickness I will come to in a minute, because it is actually a bit too big. 2 strings, 2 D and B, 46 and 30, usual crib sheet here. So also I've got to tell you, the scale length is 15, for no other reason than that's what it said the most violins are on the internet, because I hadn't a clue. So I put the thing together. I put frets on it, mainly because I'm no good with fretless instruments anyway. I've already said that and demonstrated that on these videos before. But there are such things as violins and cellos and things like that with frets. I don't know the technical names for them, but I believe there are such things. And what I thought was that even if it didn't work as a violin, I'd still have a sort of mandolin type, leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street, you know, little instrument to play with. So, okay, I put it together, I put frets on, put the switch and the socket on the side there. The problem with that is you can't put it on your knee really. Well, you could do, but anyway, I digress. The other important thing is that your normal violin, it's got a shoulder and a hip, if you like, and a waist there, both sides, and the reason for that is to allow the bow to come at the appropriate angles, which is another reason why it's only got 2 strings, because there's only 2 angles to worry about, and because it hasn't got a cutout, it means you're bowing there, but you can, you know, simple as that. Now, not having had a fiddle before, I got it all done and dusted as I thought, stuck it under my chin, and I'd already bought a bow. This is it, very cheap from China. But the thing was, what I didn't realise was, it's all very well when you're coming up the scale, but when you go away, the damn thing, you know, you need something to grip onto, otherwise it just comes away in your hand, sort of thing. Which is why, of course, they all have these chin pieces. Now, I'd already bought this one, mainly because I wasn't sure about the precise shaping of it, and thought, well, for the sake of a couple of quid I might as well buy this. Now what they do is, can you see, they cramp on to the edge of the violin, like so. And it's got right hand threads on one and left hand threads on the other, and the middle bit spins round. You put a little pin in there to turn it, and you rack the bottom bit up to grip on the edge of the tin. Now unfortunately, the range of movement that you get is such that this will not grip on this tin. So what I've done is to make a little extension rail, this is it, which is going to fit on there like so. Can you see there's a slot in there all the way along? That's to allow for the edge of the tin, or the lid of the tin there. But that's going to fit on there, and then the chin piece will cramp onto that. Which means that I am now going to stop this video and get my trusty screwdrivers and put this lot together so you can see what it sounds, or hear what it sounds like, and have a good laugh at me trying to play it. Whoops. So, there we are, that's the first bit. Back in a moment. Right, here we are again for part 2. I forgot to tell you, the tin, originally, it was one of those emergency sewing kits, you know, where you get a few pins and a few needles and a few little bobbins of different coloured threads, which I slung it, to be honest. because I only bought it for the tin, because the tin was the right size. We've now got the chin rest on and the tail bit there. I faked up the spray job to try and make it look like an old Yorkshire electricity board junction box, and it says penalty for improper use and so on. Not that I know that there is such a thing, but I thought it might look funny or amusing, shall we say. Don't worry about this lump here, that's one of those dead sexy wireless connections to the amplifier. Now you want to know what it sounds like. Okay, here we go. And I happen to know that it will sound better to you on the other side of the camera than what it does to me here. But that's by the by. You don't get much acoustically. I didn't think till I sat down to make this video what it sounds like with the bottle. Again, acoustically. Hardly anything. But the important bit, through the amplifier, making a mess of playing it, but quite nice actually. So, you know, you make one of these and you can't play it as a violin, well, at least you've got a sort of mandolin thing. Now, the important bit. I didn't know where to put the tube piece, I just guessed. And yeah, it does work. The only trouble is, when you've got a big lump of beard like this, it doesn't help, and the double chin underneath that. So I've got a bit of a problem with it. I don't think I'm going to make a violinist. And certainly Vanessa Main doesn't need to lose any sleep. But what's it going to sound like with the bow? Here we go. It makes the noise. See? The other string, of course. No, there's no point me even trying it, is it? But it does make the noise, so point proved really that you can make a fiddle out of a tin and an axe handle. Of a sort, all it needs is somebody who knows how to play a fiddle. There you go. So that's the latest little adventure. Okay, there we go. Cheers now. Have a good time, enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.